Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is Victoria with your monthly tarot forecast. We'll be taking a look at your love situation, your career and workspace. We get you some guidance from the universe on how to navigate the energies of the month of September, and also I'll pull some messages from a person of interest to yourself. As always, we will start with a message from the Oracle deck, and today I picked the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's get a message of guidance first, and then we'll switch to the tarot spread. Oh, there we go. And by the way, Virgo, happy birthday. This is your season. This is why I'm starting my cycle of readings for the month of September with your sign. And by the way, my readings are for Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus signs. So if Virgo is your sun sign, but for one or another reason the reading doesn't resonate because it's a collective reading, please check out readings for your other placements. Even if it does resonate, it's still a good idea to do that, because ideally that, readings for your different placements will give you different pieces of information that you can put together, and it will give you a deeper guidance towards what will be happening. And especially if you're wondering, if you're watching this in order to make a certain decision or to go into a certain direction, the more information you have, the more informed choice you can make. Okay, so the card that we got is Coming Apart. Actually, I will read it from the book. Haven't seen this card for a very, very long time. Now is the time to take separate paths. I was just talking about making decisions. Maybe it's for those who are contemplating whether it's time or not. The Coming Apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? Perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. So it doesn't have to be about a person, really. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, dissolution, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the price. Separation brings good fortune. So right now, that's what's being guided. If it comes to your life naturally, for some it may be losing a job, or a friendship, or you just realize that for one or another reason, I don't know, a certain diet, a certain fitness program, or something else is not gonna work anymore. Maybe you can't afford it, or something changed and you just can't access it anymore. Whatever the reason is, can be material, immaterial. This is a blessing in disguise. That's what the universe is trying to tell you. Now, mind that as I'm recording this, and for the first half of September, we'll still have Mercury in retrograde, which means that there could be mishaps with technologies, with communication. So do kind of like a double check, or do that sense check of whether it's just something that went wrong because of technology misfunction or dysfunction, or just a misunderstanding, or it's actually what is being offered to you as a solution. The universe is taking the matters in their hands. It's an interesting way to put it, but there we go. Okay, I'm gonna use the Dream Keeper's Tarot for at least a few of the readings that I'm gonna do for September. So you are one of those lucky people. They're pretty abstract, they are dreamy, like the title suggests, but I love the art. It's has so many layers to it, and even the book itself. I was just reading the guidebook for a different reading I was doing, some of the cards, because the artwork is different from what the usual right away would be. So sometimes you just want to check, I'm going to see what those extra notes or extra creatures in the card could mean. And yeah, it's very interesting. So sometimes even the message of the card could be very much different from what you would generally be expecting in right away. So let's see what we have for Virgo in the month of September. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Please share it with people who you think may be using this information that they can actually find what they're looking for here. And of course, feel free to check out my website. You can also book a personal reading over there, or you can just email me. I don't know if my contact form is working, but anyway, I have my email information, I have my social media details on the website, so you can contact me whichever way is easier, and we'll agree about a personal reading or a coaching session. I also have a few online courses out there, so you can check out the online shop to see what's on the offer. I don't really market them these days, but I will get back to my newsletters and blogging very soon. So yeah, I'll start circulating about topics about personal astrology as well. And as we get into the fall, it's just generally like between September and December, there's a lot of purging happening, a lot of inner work, and also kind of like summarizing the results of the year and setting yourself up for the new calendar year. So I feel like that those topics will be more relevant than ever. Of course, we have eclipse season coming up in October, so yes, a lot will be happening, and I feel that astrological knowledge helps us to get that extra insight into what's happening around us. So the first card is Death. There you go. But even here, like, look at this interesting picture. It's like a lady and a skeleton, and they are bound together. Very interesting. She's like almost like has a veil on top of her. Probably it is a veil. Okay, so we got for your love situation, we have Death, Ace of Cups, and Two of Cups. Very like contrasting energies, you know what? But I'm sensing there's either there was a sudden ending to a relationship, or there will be, or maybe it's not the ending, but it's like almost like you and another person decided that you're gonna throw away what you've been doing before and just start from scratch, start fresh. There's definitely a fresh start here, very strong soulmate energy. Maybe it's a new person coming in, but it's exciting stuff. For your workspace, we have Ace of Swords. Look at that, another ace. Five of Cups. Eight of Cups. Yes, a lot of purging here, actually. It's interesting. And then for the advice, we have Judgment. So you could be dealing with Scorpio. We have two Scorpio cards here. Page of Pentacles. And Three of Cups. Companionship, insights and companionship. Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so I kind of got from the reading that you've been going through some hardships, or you've been contemplating certain big questions like, am I at the right place in life, either personally or professionally? Why can I not reach my happiness? Although I've been doing the work, you know, I've been a good person, but you know, doing this and that, but somehow it just slips every time. Something along those lines got you into a sad space recently, and I don't blame you. We had a lot of retrogrades going on in August. We had two full moons, including the one on the 30th, which is happening actually as I'm recording this. So, you know, all that energy, it's bound to kind of bring tension in certain areas. I mean, of course, it's all very personal depending on your chart, but generally speaking, it's kind of like pinching you or pushing you in those areas where there's already some tension, you know, or you have some weak links, right? It's kind of like provoking you to notice it, to do something about it. And that may look painful or disorienting on the surface, right? But that gives you a chance for those transformations, for those new starts. Yeah, so if this if this transformation in terms of your love life and a new person, if they're not there yet, they will be there by Scorpio season. So Scorpio season begins mid-October, well, not mid-October, I think October 23rd, something along those lines. So yeah, pay attention to that timeline. If you are single or you're ending a relationship, then somebody new will show up in time for the Scorpio season. And you have Ace of Cups and Two of Cups, which is beautiful because it's talking both about self-love or unconditional love, and it's talking about relationship with someone else. And recognition of like a close bond of deep connection. And look at it, it's basically a person with a tree, you know. It's underlying that sometimes our soulmate may not be a usual type, you know. They may not necessarily be somebody we would normally be looking for, but we met, we connected, and it was all like fireworks, and it was like, wow, where have you been all my life, right? That kind of meaning. So another kind of guidance, if you haven't met this person yet, there may be somebody who you wouldn't normally pay attention to, but please be open-minded. Maybe you're on a dating app and you're looking through the profiles that have contacted you, and like, yeah, no, that's not my type. Like, no, I'm not sure about that. This could very much be the soulmate, that the life partner that you're looking for. And it's very important in parallel to being open-minded also to, or maybe even ahead of it, to keep filling up your cup, to do things that make you happy, that make you cared for. And whatever you feel like that perfect someone is supposed to be doing with you, for you, do it yourself, by yourself. Give it to yourself, whatever it means, right? And that's how you're creating that energy that you're in, like how you're gonna feel in that moment, right? Like what is it gonna do for you, right? And as soon as you get into that energy, vibration, and frequency, that's when you will be attracting that from somebody else, which will very well be your soulmate. For the career space, we have Ace of Swords, 5 of Cups, and 8 of Cups. Yeah, so you decided that it's enough, in a nutshell. Whatever has been not going well at work, it may have been you've been overlooked, overworked, just something unfair is happening around you, one or another. For a few of you, it might be that somebody else is treated unfairly and you feel like you can't do anything about it. So you feel bad about this person and you feel like there's nothing you can do, and you feel bad about that, right? You see like it shows you, whichever way it is, it shows you a bigger problem at the workplace of how those particular cases are possible, because there's a bigger problem with the mindset, or with specific people just abusing their power, or some toxic environment, whatever it is. So you're like, okay, that's enough, I've had it, right? This is like having an honest look in the mirror and be like, hey, I'm experiencing this because I choose to be here. I choose to continue doing this, you know, as my life occupation. If you're self-employed, this could be the clients that you're working with. Maybe you have some clients that you cannot say no to because the profit you get is actually paying your bills, and you feel, or maybe you feel obligated because of some personal connections, right? But now it's like, okay, I can't take it anymore. It's just not working for me. It's terrible, right? So there's this emotional acknowledgement that things cannot carry on like that, and you need to take care of yourself. And even here, like it's not a cup really, but oh, there is a cup. Oh no, there are 8 cups, that's right. Yeah, but it's almost like she's holding her solar plexus chakra, right? And also connecting with ancestors. It's like, okay, I need to find that connection within. I need to stop catering for everybody else's well-being, right? And think about myself at this time. Be a little more selfish that way. The overall advice is continue your flight, continue going for something bigger and better, continue manifesting your dreams into your reality, and seeing what is the alignment, what is beneficial for you, what is really gonna get you far. Not because it's a trend, but because it's something that your destiny is aligned with. And here it's about asking for help if you need it. Don't be afraid to either like ask for practical help or connect emotionally with people who you trust, people who are close to you. They will be there. They want to support you. So it's important to connect and to have a supportive ear, or maybe, pass some quality time together, but feel that you have that support, that you're not in this alone, that kind of idea. Okay, messages for Virgo from their person of interest. Of course, if you're single, you can treat it as messages from your subconsciousness or your inner, whichever the opposite energy would be. Like if you're a feminine, this could be from your inner masculine, for example, the other way around. I can't even look at you now. I need time for me. Exactly. Yeah, nah, you're right. So I'm gonna just read it from a point of a relationship, an actual relationship, and then you can convert it for yourself if this is your higher self in your situation. But your person's basically saying they want to be with you, they want to hang out together, but they feel like it's too much to take on right now. Like, and you're right, this could be like, you're right that I made a lot of mistakes, or you're right that I'm only hurting myself with this kind of behavior. So they can see that now, they can see the toll of it, they can feel it, right? They feel embarrassed and humiliated too, right? So that's why they would like to have that support of a close person, but they don't feel like it's there in that right energy for it, right? So they don't want to add or share their burden with another person, with a close person, that, you know, almost like a contagious disease, right? They don't want you to be impacted by it as well. So they're choosing to have space for themselves and to do some of that soul searching and healing that they need at this time. Okay, I hope this has been good for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and please check out readings for your other placements on my channel. If they're not published yet, they will be pretty soon.